And we've got Pat Surtain, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Broncos and the Panthers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in uptown Charlotte. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Garden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact,
playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 40-yard line. That good for 18 and a first down.
Real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mayfield on first down. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. They give up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he gets it up past the 35.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Broncos at 9-1 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Solid move. He's corralled just beyond the 40. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now it's Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now Wilson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And he gets him just a yard. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here we go with Williams. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down. The guy, McCaffrey, and not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard in the 27.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? Always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But there's an incompletion partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. From the 22, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big play there. He put that one up in the red zone. Excellent play. And they help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. From 17 yards out.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we
pass the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They start the second half here with Williams.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact going on that one. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Screen play to McAllister. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Pulled in at the 24. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on the outside. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McCaffrey following the penalty.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield on play action. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. There he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, Mayfield. Looking left side and completed it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of the... So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 24. Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough again.
3 yards is half of what they need. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Strong runs going out to near the end zone. Here's the play. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 16, Wilson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back to the 25. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to block him.
Got to give him points for the intent, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 41, Mayfield. And pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores. They've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A first down throw for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now a toss out wide to McAllister. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Got it. Getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Two minutes left to play in this football game. Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They try the left side here with Williams. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll go to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the stakes.
On the give, McAllister with it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
So here are Mayfield and the Panthers.
Down 24-14. 70 seconds remaining. Now the 4th down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way. But bottom line, they're still alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mayfield to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down, and they took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
One last shot at the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This